or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sacha K here. In today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how I do my full coverage foundation routine. Basically, how I beat this face down to the gods, to perfection, without color correcting. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I did all this situation that's happening right here, please stick around and keep watching. I do have a little bit of sunlight, so I decided I will switch it up and kind of film with natural lighting. For this full face foundation coverage routine that I want to do, I think it is the perfect timing to have a little bit of light. So I'm going to speed it up before the sun goes down, because you never know with natural lighting. It comes and it goes as it pleases. So I always moisturize my skin, and the one I use today is the Miracle Worker. I absolutely love this stuff. So for primer, to prevent my foundation from moving all over the place later today, so it'll kind of help my foundation to last longer. So I'm going to apply a foundation primer, and the one I'm using is the Smashbox Photo Finish primer right here. So I focus most of the product on this area right here that I have a lot of pores. My pores are just like doing the most. So you can definitely go ahead and stop at one primer. However, I'm going to use another because I have large pores. So I'm going to be using the Benefits Porefessional. And I'm really just going to focus this one in this area right here. So I kind of dab it in so that it really seeps into those holy pores of mine. And I just kind of wipe off the excess. Again, you can definitely skip that step. Now, to cover your scars and whatever other problems that you're having, if you don't want to go through the process of color correcting, then definitely just go ahead and find you a foundation that is full coverage. This one I'm using is from Kat Von D. It's the Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. This shade is Deep 71. And today I'm going to be using my Morphe E54 brush to apply it. Usually I use a beauty blender, but I find a beauty blender, you have to use it damp, and I find that it takes longer to give you full coverage with a beauty blender. However, it applies your foundation the smoothest. So right now I'm just going to use the brush though. If you're a girl that doesn't like to wear a lot of makeup, this video is probably not going to be for you, because this will be a lot of makeup. I apply less of the product under my eyes because I'm going to be applying a concealer there. It will be super cakey if you apply so much products. And just be careful at your brow area if you do your brows like before your foundation. I use foundation to clean up the top of my brow just so I don't have to get too close to that area. A little tip though is to put the foundation like closer to the edge of your brush, just so you can get closer to your brows. For concealer, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer. This one is in the shade of medium beige, and it's about a few shades lighter than my skin tone. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight these spots on my face, and I'm going to be using a damp beauty blender to blend the product out. So I'm going to start with my forehead. I'm going to do the under eyes at the very last because they'll start to crease real fast. To set my concealer today, I'm going to be using the Sacha Buttercup. So I'm kind of letting this all bake a tiny bit. You don't have to do this step. You can totally just like brush off the product like right away. Anyways, to set the areas of my face that I didn't highlight, I'm gonna be using my black opal deluxe finishing powder. This one is in the shade medium, and because I already have like a full coverage situation happening, I'm gonna use a tiny bit of this product, as I find this product definitely gives additional coverage, which most of the time I like that. This particular foundation, I find I don't really need to use a ton of this, as it will give you additional coverage, and that's when you'll start to look extra cakey. So as you can see, I use the same brush to kind of dust off my bacon situation that's happening right here. I'm gonna dust off the Sacha Buttercup. And when you set your foundation, guys, like, it seriously lasts longer. Okay, now to bring back a bit more warmth to my face, I'm going to be using my Bronze Goddess by Estee Lauder. Sorry I don't have another bronzer yet, but I'll be going to the MAC store tomorrow to get one. I'm just going to apply this into the hollows of my cheek right here. I'm using a Sigma F40 brush. I love this brush for this purpose. It's soft. It doesn't apply more product than I need. It's just perfect for this, so I absolutely love, love, love. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this hairline up some. As you can see, I got a sharp situation happening. So I'm just gonna bronze very closely to my hairline to get rid of any crazy situation happening up top where you can see a line of demarcation. For contour, I'm gonna be using my MAC Studio Fix powder in the shade NW50. The same one I use all the time. But this brush though, Morphe M523 that I've been using recently to do my, yes. So I just tap a tiny bit into the product and then light-handedly I cut. So I start from closer to my ear so that more of the product can be there. Then I bring it down if I need to, or if I feel like it. And I kind of blend it out. And you can apply bronzer and just stop. Like, you don't have to do this contour step. I'm just being extra because I got a fat face, so I kind of want to trim it down some. And usually I just kind of run this down the side of my nose. I don't really do too much nose contour. Lately I've been doing this, like creating a V shape down here, and I'm contouring just to kind of make my chin look more pointed. And I got a double chin situation, so I'm applying some down here as well. Again, these part right here you don't have to do. To clean up under my contour and make it a bit more defined, I'm going to be using the Sacha Buttercup and the same damn beauty blender to just kind of clean it up some. So I'm just gonna apply that powder there. Let it sit for like 5 minutes. Nothing too crazy now. Okay, I'm done letting this bake, so I'm just gonna dust off that powder. We can't walk around on the streets looking like that. This is also a step that is optional. You can totally and completely skip this part. For blush, I'm going to be using the same MAC blush I used earlier, the Pinch Me. And I start like right on the apples of my cheek, then I kind of work it up. Most of the product here, then work up here. I like to do this little face right here because it really gets these, you know, popping. For highlight, I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills That Glow Kit. I'm going to apply this shade right here to the very highest point in my cheekbones. And if you have pimple and all that stuff, don't highlight it. Don't do it. Also that nose, yeah, y'all see that nose? And just kind of run it up the rim once. Cupid's bow. And a tiny bit on the chin. Let me put on my gal. Alright, just tucked her behind the ears for now. To finish off the complete look, I'm just going to be applying the same Ofra Santa Monica lipstick that I applied earlier as my wing liner. But first, I'm applying the Sugar Advanced Therapy Lip Treatment. I'm going to fill in this lip. So I thought this LA Girl lip liner would have been easier to apply, but it wasn't. It took me a minute to apply it all over my lips. Anyways, now I'm going to apply the Ofra. The Ofra I find can be a bit patchy. That's why I did it all over my lip for the lip liner. Okay, this step is also optional. I'm going to be applying the MAC Fix Plus. I'm going to spray my damn beauty blender. It's the same one I was using earlier, but I'm just going to kind of keep it on the cleaner side, the side that has no product on it. And I'm going to apply it, you know, on my face. So this will help to get rid of any powdery look situation that's happening. So if your makeup looks like too powdery, then this will definitely help. Again, the Fix Plus is optional. You don't have to. It just kind of helps to get rid of that powdery look, because after you use a lot of powder, it tends to look powdery. Anyways, guys, this right here is the end result, as you can see. So I'm fully covered. You can't really see any spots. This right here is a pimple, so like whether you cover this pimple with anything, it's gonna, if it's a pimple, it's gonna poke out, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is how I do my foundation routine. Again, the products sometimes change, but the application remains the same always. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Thumbs up your girl now. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out and follow me on social media at SSL Makeup. That is where I usually post like a lot of photos. Guys, I'm on Snapchat. I'm doing my thing on Snapchat now. Yeah, so follow me on Snapchat at SSL Makeup, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you again so much for watching. This is my peeps. Deuces.